so deleting that because I don't know why I do stuff like this. I think this is like how E2 used to do it. I don't know why, it just always made sense to me. So we're calling this Mass Arcana. So a couple of things in Mass Arcana. So we'll have string name equals Mass Arcana. Don't really care about the version string. Mod ID though, that matters. But we'll leave that. Have a logger. That's enough. I don't know why it always does this. Why can't I just import it like a normal human being? Static. Mass Arcana instance. Return. I'll just call this like mod base. Instance. That doesn't exist yet, so that's gonna be an error. Static resource location. Okay, resource string name, and then we'll just return. So these are things I've created in the past before, so that's why this is not really like a big idea, like big change for me. So I could technically just copy these over. Literally, see, let's just copy this over. Okay, so we'll also create mod base. Mod base. So this is going to be an abstract. And then this is just going to be implements mass. So main thing we need is we need static mass Arcana instance. Just do public mod base, and then this will take a mod container. Now you bet us. Ready to explore right up in the sky. I need you to listen, I need you to hear, and don't show. I don't really want to say that, we'll just say like it's already initialized. Perfect. Okay, so one things you really need to override, correction, server player. So this is dangerous as shit. So we're not gonna do that. Let's do our server equals. Actually, yeah, that'll probably be okay. Dude, these songs are such a throwback. In my feels, bro. Public, it's Minecraft server. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect. This is empty. Return. Just returned empty. Hey, wait, why am I doing that?
Because this should have its own get players, right?
Kids screaming in their cradles, profanities. I see the world through ice covered in ink and bleach.
Alright, this should have a player.
The ones who heard my cries and
Like
watched
get
me
player list, yeah.
I love everything.
Yeah, so I should, yeah, I have them. Okay, so that's kind of irrelevant.
It's hard to breathe, but that's all right.
Something I always do. Is I use Lombok. So I'll go Gradle. Ooh.
Take my eyes open to force reality.
So we're also gonna add JEI, just makes things easier. So I name my settings, my properties.
World of make believe.
And let's do
Kids screaming in their cradles, profanities. Some days I feel skinny
JEI version. That's not gonna be right.
Sometimes I can't tell if my body belongs to me.
JEI
I
GitHub.
love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard
Let's go
to
developer
breathe,
wiki
but that's all
for
right.
121. Okay, so yeah, those. And my repositories. Yeah, screw it. So we'll just do it here. So it's what, me? That's a wild. Hermes, JEI.
I wanna taste your
It
content,
was
hold your breath,
21.
feel the tension. Devils hide behind redemption.
They should be the same, so it shouldn't matter.
I wanna taste consumption. Breathe faster to waste oxygen. Hear the children sing.
Oh, the 121 and 121.1 is different. Okay.
Burns out.
So October 20th, 19. So this is gonna be the most recent version. So we're just gonna use that.
Just wanna be carefree lately, yeah. Just kicking up daisies. Got one too many quarters in my pockets. Count 'em like the 4-leaf clovers in my locket. Untied laces, yeah.
So I like using Lombok. It's not a requirement. It's just preference.
Alibis playing on repeat. Might as well just ride around the nursery and count sheep.
Okay, cool. That's all done. Yeah, do some cleanup on this. It is ugly. Dude, I feel like a 12-year-old again. Listen to this. Okay, I don't need that. Yeah, that's a really important thing that a lot of people forget. Is if you generate resources, you have to make sure you actually include the resources directly, or else it's just not gonna work. It won't matter. Because programming, I feel like this is so loud. Programming is basically like the computer speaks a language, but it has no idea past how to do anything from that. So you can be like, hey, this is a spoon. It's like, cool. It doesn't really know what you want to do with it. Like, you know, like, hey, you use a spoon to eat soup, but like, it doesn't know that. Okay, so we have our mod base. We set our instance. Okay, perfect. So we'll just do the client first. Just do mod client. Just extends mod base. So public mod client super, and then we just need to override get client level. I don't think get level's a thing. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Okay. And then we'll do a mod server. So let's do extend mod base again. So yeah, that can return null, no problem. Just do public mod server. Cool. Don't suggest it. I didn't want you to anyways. Here we go. And then since, well, technically nothing happens, we have to go to our bootstrap. We'll do at mod mastercon mod ID. Perfect. Public bootstrap. Let's also take a mod container and AI event bus, and then we'll do a switch on the FML environment dot distribution, and then case client we'll do a new mod client with mod container mod event bus, and then case dedicated server. We'll just do a server like that. Boom. This is now cited. So easy peasy. So we can just run the client real quick. I don't even think I know this song. My Heart by Different Heaven. Alright. Ah! Mod ID in the entry point. What does this have my mod ID set as? You know what's crazy if I ever click on the right one? So it says my mod ID is mod mass underscore arcana, and it's this. We'll also just do mod underscore ID.
Press enter to enable the narrator.
We'll never do that ever again. So it works, sort of. I mean, it doesn't do anything, but see, Master Arcana, massive storage by me. That's my website. Alright, cool. Let's start doing something. So should I split this up into like client and like common? Should I just do it that way? Because most of my stuff's gonna happen in common, because I don't think I'm gonna have too many GUIs. We're going to, well, let's do our registries outside of it. Registries. So let's make our mod tab. Public static final resource source key of a type of a creative mode tab. Let's call this main. equals resource key dot create registries dot creative mode tab. It's not mod base, it's mass arcana. Okay, don't need to do that. Private static final, so multi-map of resource key of creative mode tab and item definition. This isn't, I use item definitions. I really liked the way that 82 had this set up. It was like item defs. It was great. I don't know how they did, like, I don't know how they did it, but you know, like, I have like my own like little flair to it. So I mean, I kind of changed it up for my own use, but like, they had a great base for it. It was great. Okay, I'm definition after we do this. It's public static void init. Do a registry. Make sure I didn't just import Mez's one. That would be annoying. Okay. Registry of creative mode tab. Just call it registry. Var main equals creative mode tab dot builder. Title. It's a component. Translator. Translatable. That map. Item group. Dot. Because if we ever decide to change it up, icon, just do item style, I don't know, stick to, is to stack a thing? No. That'd be a consumer, right? Items dot stick. Okay. And then be display items, and then let's do mod tab, and then we'll have a little build display items. So let's make that a little method, make it easier. Dot build, and then we set to register. Registry dot register. Registry main location. I don't think I need to call main that location. Yeah. Okay, so we just need a couple helpers. Doing an external build create a mode event for our item def. Just do our item in external item definitions dot get event dot get tab key. The event.accept item. So all this is going to throw errors until we actually create an item definition. So we're just going to copy this method and this method. Yeah, see, we're gonna have a bunch of errors. So I think the first thing we do, I think we just build the item definition. So let's just go to API. Just create a new package called item. That's not how you spell item. And we'll create a class called item definition. So this is going to be actually be a record. It's going to be t extends item. It's going to be string English name deferred item of t item implements item like, and it's also a supplier of type T. Okay. So we need a resource location. Item like ID, perfect. Public item stack. Let's do another one. Public item stack. Return a new item stack. Let's got such an item like item count. So we return item stack with 1. Public holder of an item. Holder. Let's return the item. Okay, and then override a public at not nullity as item return this item not get. Okay. So that should kill off a bunch of those errors. Oh, because I don't have item defs. I don't need that. I don't need a multi-map. I can just do a simple array list. Okay, so since we just did that, I might as well do the block definition. I don't know why this kind of sounded like a VG for a second. I thought I was about to get a copyright strike. Implements item like. I'm pretty sure this is gonna be able to be a this can be a record as well. English name, private, final item, definition of a block item, private, final, deferred, block, like block, definition, English name, deferred, block, and then an item definition, block item. So these can't be null objects. Require not null block. So there's a couple methods. I'm just gonna copy over again. Like I said, I do this all the time, so it's kind of at the point where it's kind of just a pain. Stack. Okay, so I can also use a Lombok getter for that, but sure. Alright. Actually, I'm going to put that over in item definition as well. It's the registry friendly name. Okay, so back to the tab. I think I even need to do that. Alright. So we'll do like a base block. Do that. That one. I don't think I'm adding any ores to this decker too. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna add any ores. But you know, just in case I do, let's do an ore block. So this is I'm copying over from, so I don't need any of that. Yeah, so I don't need element type. Okay. So let's do base item. I need base block item. Okay. Okay, so in theory this should all compile. But we're gonna do So I need to register my tab. So I don't really need most of these anymore. So we'll do event bus dot add listener mod tab and external. Okay, so we'll do externals and then add listener register event. Oh. Registry key equals registries dot create a mode tab. Main tab mod tab dot init built-in registries dot create a mode tab. Okay. So we'll have a blank ass tab if it technically generates. You don't even need that. So something I got really good at is I'm a lazy programmer. So I will do more work if it means in the future I can do less work. So let's go to our registries. Let's do mod blocks. So we'll do a public static final deferred register dot blocks registry equals deferred register to create blocks and then mass interesting arcana dot mod ID, and then public static final we'll do a list. Oh nope, list of a block definition. Let's do blocks equals new array list. But we import things because it's pretty lit. Okay, so we'll start registering like 16, but right now we'll do a static list of block definition, get blocks, return blocks. Actually, no, we'll do an unmodifiable list so you can't modify it, even if I tried. And so this is gonna be a massive little thing. But this is just, like I said, this is literally so I can be the laziest possible. First GM with mass arcana. That's right. Yeah. Mod tab. Import item, import a block item, import by function, import a create a mode tab, do mod items. That doesn't exist yet. This does exist. Mod tab main. Mod tab. That's because it's not made yet. Okay. So we'll now do mod items. So this is essentially the same exact thing. So master kana that, import, and then import the list. Perfect. So then we'll do a collection of those. Yes, I know it's updated, but it's queried but never updated, or whatever. Update never queried. It's okay, we're gonna change that. So we'll import item. Replace core tab with mod tab. Don't need those three. We can import that. We can import preconditions. We can import the resource key. How many times is this gonna play, bro? Okay. Replace mod ID with mod underscore ID. And we'll go back to the top, replace that one too. Okay. So in theory, let's go to our mod base real quick so we can register these. So since registries get like really messy real quick, I always do private void register registries, the new registry event. Actually no, that's for when I'm doing custom registries. Never mind, hold up, my live private void, we'll clean that up real quick. Private void register event bus. Mod event bus do mod blocks registry.register, do mod items.registry.register, and then we'll do register mod event bus. Okay. So I can literally right now I can just do like a public static final item definition item. Sure, arcane dust, why not? And so in client now, if I run it, I will have arcane dust already registered, added to a tab. I'm literally like, I'm really lazy. But however, where it says the name is that underscored, we don't want that, right? Let's do creative, peaceful, sure. So we add it, add in group master kana, arcane dust. So cool, it's added. So we would do actually arcane dust, and then this is about to get real cooked. We would just do data, because we're gonna do data generators real quick. Actually, just name a generator. And we'll do a new Java class. Do data generators. Oop. Okay, so an event plus subscriber. Mod ID equals mass arcana dot mod ID. Let's do that. Subscribe event public static void. Just a not null. Yeah, the data events. So var generator equals event docket generator, var registries equals event docket lookup provider, var pack, the data pack equals generator docket vanilla pack true of our existing file helper. Yeah. Of our localization. Pretty sure I spelled that right. That's gonna be a new mod ENlang provider. Just gonna be for the generator. Dude, I swear to God, we've heard this song like 30 times. It's gonna play again. Okay, and then I do a little goofy so it's always just like localization last, so it'll be packed app, and then it'll be out. I'm gonna pack output sure localization. So that's gonna throw an error, obviously. Okay, so we'll do contract pure true. So it's like a little helper function or helper interface. It's just basically a data factory. Just kind of helps when we're doing all this. So do language, lang, and then mod ENlang provider. Since I'm lazy, I'm not even gonna type it. So this is going to an extends and a language provider. So public mod ENlang provider data generator for generator dot pack output mass arcana dot mod ID and underscore US. And override a protected void translations. It's not private, it's protected. So now we can just import this. Now I'll call it a day. So literally for all items, I'm just gonna do items. And so for var, this is why we kind of set up that way for var items and mod items dot get items. Add I don't know why I did that for item dot as item dot get English name. We're just gonna replace that with get English name. You know, while we're here, I'm also do blocks. Mod blocks dot get blocks. Done. So a couple, I do a thing. I always have a method called add manual strings. Strings. And let's make that protected as well. Add manual strings. So this would be like the item group dot plus. And I don't even do that. So if I ever need to change this up, I just put name. Alright. So if we run data now and not make that sealed. As much as I love this song, I'm actually starting to learn the name of it, and that's getting wild. Alright, so you see how it generated assets are ling, and there you go. See, just immediately done. I literally only have to type it once. So there's no. So like I don't know where you get arcane dust from. Like that's usually like part of the creative process of having to figure this stuff out. But yeah. Step away real quick. Alright. Okay, so we're building that. I guess we might also just finish out data gen, might as well, right? Since we're already here. Alright, so I don't have any sounds, so we'll do the loot table, which would be packed add provider, pack output. Actually, no, I can just do bind registries. So mod loot table provider. So do new and then registries. Extends loot table provider, static final list of sub provider entry, sub providers equals a list dot copy just of new sub provider entry. Let's call this drop provider. New, and then a loot context param sets dot block. Pack output. And a completable future of holder lookup dot provider, and let's call this provider. Super, nope, not short. Super pack output set dot of sub providers and provider. I don't think I need the validate method, but I'm just gonna put it in. I'm kind of looking at code from like a previous, from a different mod I have. Okay, so I also need to create the drop provider. And this is going to extend a block loot subprovider. And a private final map block function and that's gonna be a block, and a loot table dot builder. Let's call this overrides equals create overrides. And this, okay, so this is kind of a cooked method. So I'll actually just show you. So I made this. It's kind of like a really highly technical mod. So you see all this like it's cooked. But it's okay, because I don't really need most of this, or actually won't any of that. I guarantee you know what a mutable map is, so you got it. There we go. Import mutable map. That one. And it's gonna be that one. Okay, so the error it's giving me is because it wants. I don't think it's to get known blocks, but we have to use this. And that'd be mass arcana. That'd be mod ID. I think it's the generate. And I need a method called default builder. And we'll just have a couple for the ore blocks. We don't need dropping self-estate. Kind of an interesting method though. So this would like essentially like this is like, hey, I want to drop. Sorry, my dog was in here. Hey, I want to drop this, or I want to drop, you know. Require type command context. Oh, it's because I need a helper. Imported the wrong one. Alright. Okay, so that's all done. So when we add blocks, they'll just drop themselves. So I don't need that, don't need that. Don't need the language provider, okay. I could do tags next. So var block tags provider equals pack dot add provider p output. This new mod block tag generator. Pack output registries and existing file helper. And then from that, we'll do pack.add provider. Pack output, new mod item, tag generator, pack registries, and then we'll do block tag provider dot contents. Contents getter. It's gonna not show up because it's not a thing yet. Existing file helper, my guy. Okay. So tags. Extends a block tags provider. Mod ID. Okay, so we need to override a void. So there's nothing really to add right now. So just import this. And then mod item tag generator is essentially the same thing. Extends item tags provider. So I know this is, I believe this is the one that throws an error for the naming, but naming is private, so we'll need to go to our access transformer. That's okay. So we will just redo this. Override public, not no string, get name. Oh, it's not. Okay. Nope. It's knocking shit over. So the next one we have to do is models and states. So this is the one that holds me up a lot because that means I have to add an item model every single time. Add provider, pack output, new block model provider. And then pack dot add provider, pack output, new mod item model provider. You know, we'll just call this mod block item provider just to more unified. So we'll call models.
It's 2 a.m. and I'm still awake. The energy is starting to fade. I guess I need to find a way to stay up all night.
And that's gonna extend a mod block state provider, which means I need a mod block state provider. Just stick with the model provider for now. And then mass arcana.mod ID. I swear to God, I have to learn what I call my mods sometimes.
Anxiety is taking control, so I keep looking over my shoulder.
So essentially, this is just like a giant like force switch. So for our block and mod, block skip blocks, if block block, instance of decorative block, or instance of actually no, it'll just be that decorative block. Let's do block with item block. I don't need that, that's for fluid. I don't need orb block, I don't need machine frame. So this method is because I'm lazy. Okay, that should be everything I need. So let's go to block state provider. guess that one.
I wait for all the stars to light up for me, but then I look up to the sky for some clarity. But I just see your face light up in the black sky, looking down on me now. I can hear the sound of your voice, I can never drown it out. I wish I knew how to wipe away the thought of you that I can't see through when you're taking out my
Should be everything I need. Arcana. Override for registers, states, and models. No. Abstract. And we'll do the item model. Let me copy this. Import these two.
And this is the last time I'll tell you, boy. The time is ticking down, so it's now or never. But I just see your face light up in the black sky, looking down on me now. I can hear the sound of your voice, I can never drown it out. I wish I knew.
So we'll just do our item. Let's do a handheld item, and then we just pass item, and then I kind of changed this. Get ID. Okay. So in theory, I gotta get a random texture. Nova skin. So Nova skin's good if you want to just like do like test textures, but like I would never use these like in an actual deployment. I would make my own. So this is just gonna be a test. They changed up how this team does. If you're wondering why I'm not showing this, is because people think they're funny sometimes, and they'll put not safe for work stuff. I don't like the way that looks. Yeah, screw it. Download. So Mass Arcana. We need textures / item. And I think it's block. So we'll call this, what is it, it's like arcane powder, arcane dust. I think. Arcane Dust, yeah. So I think this will work without having to modify the Access Transformer. I'm not sure. Oh, it worked. Okay, cool. So there we go. So now we should have textured Arcane Dust. Okay. So we actually need to design out how this mod's gonna work. So the idea for this mod is it's gonna be just like in like Draconic Evolution, you have the giant energy, whatever the hell it's called, energy storage thing. And then this was basically going to be like the magical version of that for item storage. So it's essentially infinite to a degree. So we need multi-block validating in this. That'll be kind of a pain in the ass, but I think we can do it. A way to get items in and out, a way to interface with it. If we decide for it to be powered, a way for it to power. You know, it would be a really good mod is if there's snow, and then with a grass block, you would just change that to the snow top. That's probably a mod. There's no way I just came up with that. Yeah, definitely some cool stuff we can come up with. Okay, so let's. I wrote it down somewhere. Where did I write that down? Yeah, the Arcane Mass Engine. So mod blocks. Engine frame. Do the core. So this will either work or it won't. I don't know for the air list. I don't know if that actually works. That should work. I think it's because they didn't pick your path. Huh? Oh, okay, that's why. This one I ever eat for you. Get IDs. That. So I actually have to add. I shouldn't have to, right? So if I understand how the track generated works. Okay, well, we're just. I don't know, we'll just. Okay. I don't know, Novaskin's not really working right now, it's kind of weird. I don't know, we'll just do like a generated asset.
It's been hard for some, but I did this on my own. See life from your scope to find my way back home. Even though time's gone by, I still see your light illuminate the sky. Yeah, you still shine so bright. So shine your light. So shine your light.
We'll make this happy.
So shine
Where's our roll pin?
your light.
Okay. So we're just gonna use this as test stuff. Mass engine frame. And then we'll call this one the core.
Even though time's gone by, I still see your light.
Okay, so that should get over itself now.
The sky, yeah, you still shine so bright. So shine.
Okay, so that just wrote all my models, my states, all my items. Perfect.
So shine.
Actually, you know what? So since we did that, let's just go to our generators. Let's go to our tags, mod block tag generator. This dot tag block tags Mineable with pickaxe. Nope. I don't know. I blocked mod blocks. Mass engine core. Mod blocks. Mass engine frame. And then I can basically just copy this. And then we'll block tags dot require. Where's it needs? We'll do say it needs iron tool. So that means that this makes it so we can mine it with a pickaxe of iron or better. It's written too, so yeah, see. And then under Minecraft needs iron tool is R2. So now we can launch this. So mass engine core, mass engine frame. So these are super AI generated right now, but this is just testing purposes right now. So I don't. How would I design this? I mean, this is such a large thing. This kind of, by default, has to be kind of a pain in the ass to make. But since I have a core, I think I do what, 2 more. Alright, maybe like something like this is what's going to dictate the size of it. Something like that. Something like this, maybe. And that would form. I don't know what we put inside here. Oop, okay. So I can do two things. I can either use this as the main storage, and so then we would fill everything in here. It's like all this blank space with it's like a storage block that dictates storage size. Or we basically have multiple, that's like a multi-block on top of a multi-block, right? So like, I don't know, let's make it like out of gold blocks or something. Maybe make a tower of pimps. That is a reference. So like you do like, we would just have like multiple towers, right? Maybe like in a configurable range, something like this maybe. And then we just have like a way of linking them. And what this would do is like this would basically be the interface. So everything would come into here and then it would export out into like storage cores. That is not the worst idea I've had. By the way, if you guys get this Tower Pimps reference, thank you. That is extremely off-center, but you know what I mean. And then we could have like a block inside for its operation. That doesn't really feel magical. That feels more like tech stuff. Alright, so what we're gonna do... go... No, not block definition. Not that one, not that one, not that one, not that one. Harmonic regulator. So we'll call this harmonic regulator. Okay. Sick with this, there's gotta be a better way for adding tags. So I know I can do like 4 loops and stuff, but that would require me to make. I need to specify because I don't want all blocks to be in it. Oh, it's midnight. Gotta get my Reddit streaks. Oh. So should be able to harmonic regulator. I don't know if I'm in love with what this thing is called. Let's say like we would fill this thing in with harmonic regulators. So this would like affect like efficiency, right? Do something like that. So it kind of increases the cost of this, even though we don't even have any way of crafting these. I don't know, this kind of looks like the Draconic Evolution. I don't care, it's a ball. So we need a design for how these actually would look, because obviously it's not going to just be a bunch of towers of pimps. Alright, so let's actually create the storage block itself, because if when we do that, it will actually help us with that tag issue I was talking about just earlier. Because then I can just do instance checks. I got this. So let's do block. Let's do engine. Actually, let's do AME block. Extend space block. So I'm gonna go to mod blocks. We can just do actually an AME block. part of an AME block. Behavior properties. Blocks. Iron block. Okay, you happy? Okay. So we go to our tags. So for each far block and not blocks, if block instance of AME block. Stat tag. Add block. Needs iron. So, okay, cool. So now we can just continuously add them. Pure laziness. Okay. So there should be something like about like snow. Is it like heat? Source. Animate tick, drop resources. Pop resource from face. Interesting. Player destroy. Can't fall. Be kind of cool as like animate tick bow, but with them, yeah, it's kind of like no, because that just kills people's performance. So this won't really help me. Two override methods we have. Don't want to do any of that. That's all good. Destroy pop experience. Those exploded. Step on. Player destroy is possible to respawn in this. Description fall on. See, I can't wait for deobfuscation to happen. No more of this. Like, this is the level, that's the state of the block position, that's the entity that's falling. I'm guessing this is probably what, like Delta Tick or something? I don't know. Spawn, destroy particles, handle precipitation, has dynamic shape, append hover text, gets shape for each state. Neighbor change, is signal source, get fluid state. Required features, get drops. Oh man, I'm getting tired. That's an in-play mission. This ladder makes open trapdoor. Is fertile return true? That might be fire. I think that means we can grow a plant on it. I think that's what that means. No. That'd been funny though. This conduit is portal frame, rotate, get beacon color multiplier, get block path type is sticky block is slime block, can stick to on caught fire, can entity destroy. So this actually we will push reaction dot ignore. So essentially what that will do is if I try to push it with the piston, it's not going to do it. This is kind of more of a player helper thing, so if you accidentally push it, you're not going to just destroy your entire storage network. So if I do like a piston, and then just get that, sure. So mass engine core. Because you have to put the right one. It'd be kind of interesting if the piston actually climbed up if that happened. Hold on, I gotta try something real quick. I swear I'm like ADHD or something, but this might be good. That, and that. A normal piston. Oh, anvils ignore. Okay. Because I thought we could just get it to bounce. Alright, sorry. Okay, so we ignore piston reaction. Is flammable, return false. So since this is kind of a magic mod-ish, I would assume you're going to use it with other magic mods, so we're not going to do any chunk loading with it either. What the heck is a tri-state? Return, okay, tri-state dot true. I think that's what I was looking for Kansas State Plant. So I think if I override is fertile now, that would actually help it. I'm not gonna add this. This is just me messing around. Hey. That means all of these. Should be able to sustain. And then I think water might freeze. No. Geode, budding. You might follow that route and go through the budding stuff for crystals and stuff to start building this. So if I take bone meal. Yeah, we can grow crops on our block. Okay, we're gonna remove that, but that's fun.
Tupac. I used to party in the street with a boombox. Kept a good tree sucked in my two socks and got stoned like I looked at Medusa. I'm a changed man, got my GED, put on my Ray-Bans and my Jesus piece. I hear hate chants from the cheapest seats. Will I shake hands? TBD. Watch your six. Get out of my lane. Let me drop a hit. Get out of my lane. Not like this. Get out of my lane. Got a rocket ship. Get out of my lane. Let the beat go bang.
Alright, so this might be something I continue to work on. Definitely some stuff I need to work out, like security, actually forming the multi-block. I need to create a design for the I guess the satellites. Something like that. So I don't want to do like mana or something because so many mods add that already. No, we gotta get a little creative with this. Alright. think we can call it there. I still don't know how to do outros, so